Mr. Beast is a popular YouTube content creator known for his unique and creative challenges. In one of his most popular videos, titled $1 versus $500 Plane Ticket Challenge, he sets up a challenge in which two contestants, one with a $1 plane ticket and the other with a $500,000 plane ticket, embark on a journey with different experiences. The premise of the challenge was to explore the stark differences between traveling on a budget and traveling in luxury. The challenge not only provided an opportunity for the contestants to have a memorable experience but also gave viewers a chance to witness the differences in the travel experience. Before the challenge started, Mr. Beast announced the rules for the two contestants. The $1 ticket holder was only allowed to take a backpack with him, while the $500,000 ticket holder was allowed to take anything they wanted on the plane, as long as it fit within the baggage allowance. The $1 ticket holder started their journey in a small airport terminal and had to go through various security checks before boarding the flight. On the other hand, the $500,000 ticket holder started their journey in a VIP lounge and had access to various amenities like luxurious lounges, complimentary food and drinks, and private transport to the plane. During the flight, the differences in the travel experience were even more apparent. The $1 ticket holder was cramped in a small seat with limited legroom and had to pay for any food or drinks they wanted. The $500,000 ticket holder, on the other hand, had access to a private suite with a personal butler and unlimited food and drinks. After the flight, the two contestants were tasked with completing different challenges that further highlighted the differences in their travel experience. For example, the $1 ticket holder had to navigate their way to the hotel using public transportation, while the $500,000 ticket holder had a private driver waiting for them at the airport. At the end of the challenge, Mr. Beast announced the prize money for each contestant. The $1 ticket holder was awarded $10,000, while the $500,000 ticket holder received $50,000. However, both contestants were given the option to donate their winnings to a charity of their choice, which further emphasized Mr. Beast's philanthropic efforts. Overall, the $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge was an entertaining and eye-opening experience that highlighted the stark differences in the travel experience. The challenge not only provided an opportunity for the contestants to have a unique experience but also helped raise awareness about the impact of privilege and the importance of giving back to the community. One of the most intriguing aspects of the $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge was the opportunity to see the different perspectives of the contestants. The $1 ticket holder was able to experience the challenges that come with traveling on a tight budget, while the $500,000 ticket holder had access to luxuries that are only available to the wealthy. The challenges faced by the $1 ticket holder were significant, and they were a reminder of the challenges that many people face when traveling on a budget. From navigating public transportation to finding affordable food and lodging, the experience was an excellent representation of the obstacles that low-income individuals face when traveling. On the other hand, the $500,000 ticket holder's experience was vastly different. They were given access to luxuries that most people could only dream of, such as private suites with unlimited food and drinks and access to private transportation. While the challenge showcased the stark differences between traveling on a budget and traveling in luxury, it also highlighted the impact of privilege. The $500,000 ticket holder's access to luxuries was due to their financial means, and it emphasized the importance of acknowledging privilege and using it for good. Mr. Beast's philanthropic efforts were also a significant part of the challenge. Both contestants were given the option to donate their prize money to a charity of their choice, and this showcased Mr. Beast's commitment to giving back to the community. It also demonstrated the importance of using privilege to make a positive impact on society. The challenge received an overwhelming amount of positive feedback from viewers and the YouTube community. Many people expressed their appreciation for the unique and creative idea, as well as Mr. Beast's charitable efforts. The video's popularity led to an increase in donations to various charities, further highlighting the impact of Mr. Beast's philanthropy. In conclusion, the $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge was an eye-opening and entertaining experience that highlighted the differences in the travel experience. It provided an opportunity for the contestants to have a unique experience and emphasized the importance of acknowledging privilege and giving back to the community. The challenge was a reminder of the impact that one person can have on society and showcased Mr. Beast's dedication to philanthropy. Mr. Beast's $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge is a popular YouTube video that showcases the stark differences between traveling on a budget and traveling in luxury. The challenge featured two contestants, each with vastly different travel experiences and sets of rules to follow. The first contestant was given a $1 plane ticket, and they were only allowed to take a backpack with them on the flight. The second contestant was given a $500,000 plane ticket and was allowed to bring anything they wanted on the flight as long as it fit within the baggage allowance. The two contestants started their journey in different locations. The $1 ticket holder started in a small airport terminal, while the $500,000 ticket holder started in a VIP lounge. The VIP lounge was equipped with various amenities like luxurious lounges, complimentary food and drinks, and private transport to the plane. The $1 ticket holder had to go through various security checks before boarding the flight, while the $500,000 ticket holder was escorted onto the plane without any delays. During the flight, the differences between the two experiences were even more apparent. The $1 ticket holder was cramped in a small seat with limited legroom and had to pay for any food or drinks they wanted. In contrast, the $500,000 ticket holder had access to a private suite with a personal butler and unlimited food and drinks. After the flight, the two contestants were given different challenges to complete. The $1 ticket holder had to navigate their way to the hotel using public transportation, while the $500,000 ticket holder had a private driver waiting for them at the airport. The differences in the rules and experiences of the two contestants highlight the impact of privilege and the importance of acknowledging it. The $500,000 ticket holder had access to luxuries that most people could only dream of, while the $1 ticket holder experienced the challenges that come with traveling on a budget. It is important to note that the rules of the challenge were set up to provide a unique and entertaining experience for both contestants. The challenge was not meant to belittle the experience of those who travel on a budget, but rather to showcase the differences in the travel experience and raise awareness about the impact of privilege. In conclusion, the $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge featured two contestants with vastly different travel experiences and sets of rules to follow. The challenge highlighted the impact of privilege and the importance of acknowledging it. The rules of the challenge were set up to provide a unique and entertaining experience for both contestants, and the challenge was not meant to belittle the experience of those who travel on a budget. The challenge was a reminder of the impact that one person can have on society and showcased Mr. Beast's dedication to philanthropy. The contestants chosen for the $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge were carefully selected to provide a diverse range of experiences. The $1 ticket holder, named Chris, was a college student who had never traveled outside of the United States before. The $500,000 ticket holder, named Chandler, was a close friend of Mr. Beast and had experienced luxury travel before. The rules of the challenge were designed to provide unique experiences for both contestants. The $1 ticket holder was only allowed to use public transportation and had to stay in a budget hotel. Meanwhile, the $500,000 ticket holder was given a private driver, stayed in a luxury hotel, and had access to various amenities and experiences. Throughout the challenge, the differences between the two experiences were stark. For example, when it came to dining, Chris had to find a cheap place to eat while Chandler was treated to a Michelin-starred restaurant. Similarly, Chris had to walk and use public transport to explore the city while Chandler was given a private tour guide. The rules of the challenge were not arbitrary but were carefully crafted to highlight the differences in travel experiences. For instance, the $1 ticket holder had to sleep on a couch in a hostel while the $500,000 ticket holder stayed in a luxurious suite. The rules showcase the stark differences between traveling on a budget and traveling in luxury. The challenge also highlighted the impact of privilege on travel experiences. The $500,000 ticket holder had access to luxuries that most people could only dream of, while the $1 ticket holder had to face the realities of traveling on a budget. The challenge was not meant to belittle the experience of those who travel on a budget, but rather to showcase the impact of privilege and raise awareness about it. Another interesting aspect of the challenge was the cultural differences between the two contestants. While Chris had never traveled outside the United States before, Chandler had visited several countries and had a more global perspective. This difference in cultural experiences also highlighted the impact of travel on one's worldview and outlook on life. In conclusion, the $1 versus $500 plane ticket challenge was an exciting and unique challenge that showcased the differences between traveling on a budget and traveling in luxury. The challenge highlighted the impact of privilege on travel experiences and was not meant to belittle the experience of those who travel on a budget. The rules of the challenge were carefully crafted to provide unique experiences for both contestants and highlight the differences between them. The challenge was a reminder of the impact that travel can have on one's worldview and showcased Mr. Beast's dedication to philanthropy.